Hey guys, it's Billy. How's everybody doing today? Coming at you today with some garage sale finds. I'm gonna tell you a little garage sale story here. The last few weeks, I finally caught up on all my work. Typically, I work every Saturday, every weekend. Matter of fact, from I would probably say the third week of April until the last week of September, I hardly had any days off. So that's why you really didn't see me a whole lot. But now I'm kind of caught back up, coming into my slow time. So now I'm just kind of got the basement back in order and checking out some garage sales, which I hadn't done in a couple years, really. There wasn't a whole lot of time for that, and when I did have time, I really was striking out. But what I'm going to tell you is I've found a couple things at some garage sales over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And then I've struck out quite a bit as well. But as you guys that go out and hunt for these sorts of things and go to garage sales and look for records and music and things like that at garage sales, it's no secret that you're going to probably miss a lot more than you ever find. So with that being said, over here in my setup, right there is a new Technics cassette deck, which you guys saw in one of my earlier videos. I did find that about 3 weeks ago at a garage sale for $10. And then right above that, right there, is a Marantz CD player that I ended up scoring at a garage sale for $5. So could not pass that up. Plugged it in, everything worked. I didn't have anything to test the sound, but I thought, hey, if everything spins, the door opens, put a CD in, and it actually goes through its program, I'm pretty sure everything else works. So for $5, I was going to take that chance, brought it home, cleaned it up, and it works flawlessly. So I'm glad to have that nice. It's a single CD player, so it just plays one CD, which I have right here. This one plays. This is like a 50 or 100 disc changer here. So sometimes it's just a pain in the butt to go through. If you've just got one CD you want to put in to load it in and know which number it is, and go through the carousel and things like that. So that's why I put that in there as well. So it's nice. Couldn't be happier with that. So that was things that I found 2 or 3 weeks ago. Last week struck out. I'm talking major league slump. I went to 12 different yard sales or garage sales on Saturday morning. 0 for 12, not one thing. None of them had. Now there were some that had a couple different CDs or things like that, but we're talking kids CDs. The ones I'm talking about, Kid Bop or whatever those things are. The hits for the kids. But I found nothing. 0 for 12, and I was pretty bummed out because I spent Lord knows how much, 3 or 4 hours is going to these different 12 sales, just driving basically all over the county. But you know what? It all paid off today. So got up early. I did plant a few seeds last week. Talked to a few people that said they did have some records or some 8 tracks, and they took my name and number. Hopefully they call. They haven't yet, but we'll see. But I did talk to a lady who said they was having a sale this weekend. So I made it a point to get up early this morning and head out. And it's kind of a very cold, dreary, rainy day here in the St. Louis area. So that may have put a damper on things. There were only 3 sales that I could find today, but I'm here to tell you, I went 3 for 3 today. All 3 sales had music-related items that I was interested in, and you guys are going to be pretty pumped, I think, when you see the stuff that I got. So 2 of the 3 sales actually had LPs, and these were all 50-cent finds. 2 of the 3 sales had 8 tracks, believe it or not. One had a big case full of 8 tracks, and another one just a big box full. And then the third sale had some cassettes and CDs. So I was really, really fortunate today. Made up for that 0 for 12 day last Saturday. So here we are at 5 minutes in. Yard sale stories over. Let's start showing the finds from today. So, like I said, let's start with the LPs. Let's jump right in with the good stuff. right off the bat, Curtis Mayfield. Curtis, this is just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous pressing of this. I was so stoked to find this, and especially 50 cents. Like I said, all these LPs were 50 cents. Here's one that takes you back in time. The soundtrack to Breakin'. This one's not an easy one to find either. Like I said, I have a copy of this, so this is another copy. If one of you guys out there might be interested in it, and maybe you've been looking for it, hit me up. We'll work something out. This one had a little bit of damage to it, but for 50 cents, I wasn't going to leave it. Michael Jackson's Bad. The cover, like I said, had a little bit of damage, but there's the gatefold. The vinyl on all these is really, really nice. I mean, just pull that out here. Just maybe a little bit of cleaning, some fingerprints on there, but no scratches, minor scuffing on them. So no, I was very very happy with all of this. This one I wasn't familiar with, but wasn't going to leave. I'm going to maybe talk with Brandon or some of my other guys that are into jazz. This is Madlib, Shades of Blue. Madlib invades Blue Note. I think he's from New York. Not 100% sure, but like I said, for 50 cents, I think it's a dual LP as well. Yeah, dual LP, 180 grams. So this is a newer pressing from 2003. And 50 cents. I was shocked. This is again another new reissue, 180 gram reissue of Parliament, Mothership Connection. And these are just minty. These new reissues here. Another Parliament record. What is this? Glory Hollis Stupid or Pin the Tail on the Funky. That. Then this is a nice original Pink Floyd Animals. A little bit of cover wear, little ring wear, but everything is nice and complete. Gatefold record, like I said, vinyl is very nice. Includes the original inner. Here's your. Just needs, aside from a little bit of cleaning. I mean, they're dirty, but very, very nice. Let's throw that one back in there. These I was really, really stoked to find. The Dead Kennedys EP in God We Trust Inc. This is an original on, is it a Virus 5. And I had one of these before, but I think it was a later reissue. I sent both of these. I think I sent to Steve. Here's another Dead Kennedys. This is the IRS pressing from '83 with the different back. And this is Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables. And again, this one is really nice as well. Glad to have those. This one was really, really awesome. Little prog rock there. This is Neil Merriweather, Space Rangers. This one, just the cover alone, I picked it up. Like I said, for the cover alone, but this one seems like a pretty desirable LP. I'll have to check it out and see. Says it's a little prog rock. Here's some Tommy James and the Shondells, Hanky Panky. This has Shake a Tail Feather on it, I believe. Yes, it does. And then I just picked these up just because I've seen these every now and then. Les Paul and Mary Ford. This is The World Is Still Waiting for the Sunrise. And I think I've seen somebody, maybe Headley or somebody, showed one of these. Maybe it was this one. And then the other one, another Les Paul and Mary Ford, the Fabulous, in the original shrink. Then these, there were, this was at another sale. So like I said, 2 of the 3 sales, and you can see, you'll be able to tell the difference. One had all this stuff, the other sale had this stuff. So Best of Buck Owens, Volume 2. These were all really super clean albums. George Jones, The King of Broken Hearts. Original, this is a mono copy on the United Artists label. Says playable in mono or stereo, but I looked it up, and it's basically, and this is, like I said, it's a really, really clean copy there on the United Artists label. Another George Jones, I Am What I Am. This is probably an upgrade. It's just so nice. This has the huge hit, He Stopped Loving Her Today. If Drinking Don't Kill Me, Her Memory Will. Just a really, really great album. Picked this up for my sister, Mahalia Jackson, Garden of Prayer. She loves her, so wanted to grab that for her. Matter of fact, I need to set that aside because she's coming over today to grab some stuff. This is one that I just picked up only because it was 50 cents. Hank Williams Jr. Greatest Hits. This is early Hank. This is before 74, let's put it that way. So there's some Hank Jr. This one I was pretty happy to see. Ray Stevens Greatest Hits. Songs like Everything is Beautiful, Guitarzan, Along Came Jones, Ahab the Arab. Really fun stuff. This one here is super, super hard to find. Glad to finally add this to the collection, especially for 50 cents. Don Williams Prime Cuts from 1989. This is a club pressing. It's a record club, probably BMG, I would imagine, but it says right there, record club sale. I don't know if it's going to focus, but there you go. But yeah, nice addition there. Always glad to add nice, clean copies of Waylon to the collection as well. I mean, I've probably got several copies of this, but this is nice and clean in the shrink. I'm a rambling man. Another copy of Randy Travis, Storms of Life. You guys that have followed me know that I will never leave a good copy of this behind. Definitely not a 50-cent copy either, but this will be passed along to somebody because to me that's kind of that album is the epitome of 80s country. That's the good stuff right there. Anybody that wants to know about it, hit me up and make sure we get a copy of it to you. George Strait, number 7. This is another harder one to find from 1986. Still in the shrink. Happy to find that one. This has hits Nobody in His Right Mind Would Have Left Her. It Ain't Cool to Be Crazy About You. Probably some others, but those are the ones that big ones that come to mind right off the bat. So always glad to add some nice George. And last but not least, on the LPs, a really, really super clean copy of Streisand Christofferson, A Star Is Born. I just got this, honestly, guys, just because the new movie. I had picked up the other soundtrack. I'm going to actually give this one a spin as well. I love Chris Christopherson, and it's nice that it has the original Peaches sticker on it, as well as the original Hype. It's still in the shrink, and it's just minty, minty, minty. 50 cents. Glad to have that. So there's the LPs. Let me just jump right in real quick with these so we don't have a 30-minute video. I'm just going to blaze right through these. This is at one of the other sales. They had some CDs and some cassettes. So I did score Scorpions. What is that? The Best of Rockers and Ballads. And how much were these? I think these were either 25 cents or 50 cents each on these. I'm not 100% sure on those. Foreigner, Greatest Hits Live. I'd never seen that one, so I'm glad to have that. This is another copy of Dwight Yoakam, This Time, which is, as I've told you guys, my favorite Dwight Yoakam album. But the difference between this and the one that I picked up a while back was this is a manufactured by Columbia House. Columbia House or BMG, I believe it's Columbia House. But the other one was on a chrome cassette. This is actually on a white cassette. So that one was nice. Here's another BMG copy or Columbia House copy of Dwight Yoakam, If There Was a Way. This says manufactured by BMG Direct, so that's what those are. And again, this is on a white shell. Brian White, Between Now and Forever. And last here, Lila McCann. So that's some nice country stuff, a little bit of rock, and then one CD, Best of Blondie. So I believe those were 50 cents each on those. Let me set these out of the way. I'm going to move these LPs out of the way as well and get to the last of today's finds, which were 8 tracks. So always stoked to find 8 tracks, and there were 2. I'm just going to get these out of the way real quick. So 2 different sales had 8 tracks. One sale, there was an older gentleman, and he had this case full of 8 tracks. I knew exactly what it was when I walked up on the case, and unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can see all that stuff there, but unfortunately and fortunately, the stuff is clean as a whistle. Unfortunately, it's stuff like Benny Goodman, a legendary performer. So stuff like that I don't listen to. However, organ favorites, Jesse Crawford. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repurpose these, and I'm going to use these for other stuff. So this Perry Como. I'm going to actually, like I said, repurpose these. You just basically have to find out how much time is on one of these. So let's say this is, 33 minutes and 45 seconds. You've got to basically find an album that will fit, and then strip this down, demagnetize it, record over it, peel the label, and put you up a new label. So I will do something like maybe some Eric Church or some Danzig, some Metallica, some things like that were never issued on 8 tracks. So it's always nice. I never pass these up, especially these nice clean carts, especially nice different colors. I never pass these carts up. Nice clean black ones. And for the price, I paid $5 for this whole box. So was not going to let that pass. So there you have it. $5 on, what were there? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 24 8 tracks and a good looking case, $5. And then there were also, these were all from the same person here, and they had a huge box full of 8 tracks, 25 cents a piece. So I was definitely not even looking for what they had. I said, just give me the whole box, 25 cents a piece. Redbone, Wovoka, not even sure. Love the case. If it's good, I might keep it. If not, love the case. It'll become a good good donor cart, let's put it that way. Bay City Rollers, Dedication. I don't know if this has Saturday night. No, it doesn't. So that'll be a donor cart. George Jones, Johnny Paycheck, Double Trouble. This one will not get recorded over. This one will go directly into the collection as soon as I change the splice and the pads on that one. Same with this. Conway Twitty, Dreammaker, has his version of The Rose, which is unbelievable on there. Found a couple blanks. Always nice to find. 90-minute Memorex blanks. Nice, clean copies. I'll just wipe those and go right to town. There's definitely, I've got a couple live things that might be able to go on there. Definitely the 90-minute ones are always good to find, especially clean. This is a nice clean one. Red, it'll be a donor cart. And another donor cart that was clean and sealed, Benny Goodman. So those were cool. Let's just jump. Let me just show you some of the ones that I'm going to keep here. So Marshall Tucker Band, Greatest Hits. They had some old labels on these things, I guess. What else am I going to keep? Another one. Marshall Tucker Band 10th. Super clean stuff. And then you find things like this. So this is Ringo Starr, Ringo, but this is an old truck stop tape or something like that. I don't know if I will reuse this one or not, but it's just some of the stuff that was actually in there. This is the Commodore's Midnight Magic. Might keep it. Might end up being a donor cart. Here's one that I will keep. Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. Another keeper, Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion. Good clean copy there. That is a CRC. Obviously, you know I'm going to keep this one. Kiss, Love Gun. Really nice, clean copy. Even, you know, spine is nice and clean. There we go. Let's see. Here we go. Air Supply. The one that you love. So this has the one that you love. And I don't know. The only other thing I know by Air Supply is... I can't even remember. There's one or two that I know. I'll probably keep that one, though. This one I will keep as well. Flashdance. The original motion picture soundtrack. Another keeper. Fleetwood Mac. Rumors. Kansas. Leftoverture. I was so stoked that these were clean. Probably even keep this one too. Sly and the Family Stone, Greatest Hits. Definitely keep that one. Never heard of this. Honeycomb, Sweet Replies. Questionable. We'll see about that one. Fleetwood Mac, another Fleetwood Mac, Vintage Years. Best of Mountain. Styx, Crystal Ball. Grateful Dead, Shakedown Street. Probably not going to keep that. I will keep this one though. Jefferson Starship, Red Octopus. I won't keep that one, but I'll show it to you here because you know there's a bunch of donor carts here. Probably end up being a dozen or so. Things like this, different comps, things like that. And then here's Carole King Tapestry, but it's, like I said, a truck stop bootleg. So that will be turned into a donor card. This one I'll keep. I didn't even see that one here. Honky Chateau, Elton John. So that's pretty much, I don't see anything else that I'll keep. Yeah, the rest of those will be, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 donor carts and a whole bunch of other things that you saw. So here we are 24 minutes, 25 minutes in, and that's my finds for today. So I guess the long and short of it is if you are one of those people that go out and hunt at garage sales, don't give up. 0 for 12 last week, 3 for 3 this week. So, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the little show here today. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Thanks for always tuning in. Thanks for always commenting, liking, subbing, sharing, all that you do. If you're not friends and you want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, just look me up, Billy Hurst or Billy Hurst Photo. So, guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. Take care. Peace.